The 2018 Iditarod began in Anchorage the way the last great race should, with cold, crisp temperatures and light snow. The year-long effort of mushers and their crews were about to be realized in a week and a half. Welcome back for the first time in 5 years. The Southern route said, "Going my way?" Early on, it was Ryan Reddington doing the family name proud with a strong run into Nikolai to see some old friends. Mats Peterson was moving well, and Nick Petit was setting a quick pace. As Norwegian Jorleif Olsen served notice, he'd factor in too. And the no surprise Mitch Seavey, always lurking. But the sledding wasn't as smooth for everyone. A softer trail meant slower times. Annual contender Jesse Royer battled a bad knee. And dropped dogs, always a part of the race, began to crop up for big names like Ali Zirkle and Hugh Neff. The biggest eyebrow raiser came from Squentna, as defending champ Seavey said goodbye to his co-lead dog, Pilot. Meantime, most of the rookies were doing what rookies do, figuring it out along the way, any way they could.
1 minute you're thinking you're going to be Rookie of the Year, like you got the most solid team, this is the greatest thing. And the next minute it's like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm going to get to know him. This sucks, I hate it.
It was clear that good weather was no safety blanket for the grind that is the Iditarod. But blue skies made it an extended Veterans Day holiday. With savvy and guts, the old guard continued to inspire. At 64, Linwood Fiedler's strong showing brought back memories of his days in the top 10. Scott Jansen's final Iditarod would be a lesson for the grandkids.
It could either be the worst day of your life or it could be the best day of your life. So I chose to be the best day of the life.
And Marcel Fresno brought us the story of a run-in with a bison.
I heard near the big one and I say, go away, go away.
And at 77, the senior member Jim Lanier defied his age, staring down the odds, and took everything thrown his way.
And so I rode probably a couple hundred yards under the sled.
Meantime, a career was coming full circle. Legend Dee Dee Johnroe said goodbye to the trail and hello to her newest role as the ultimate race ambassador. Another of those Iditarod snags cropped up at Eagle Island when weather prevented dog food deliveries.
4 of your Eagle River bags, Eagle Island bags, are now at Grayling.
But there was no time to woof. Grayling took on extra deliveries, and with heavier loads carried, it was all about adjust, adapt, and move on. And not to be forgotten, Mother Nature, who again reminded us that she always gets her way, when and where she chooses. From Ophir to Iditarod and Shaktoolik, the attention getters were heard and felt. As the race shifted towards the coast and Unalakleet, the picture came into focus. As he'd been doing, Nick Petit blasted in large and in charge, with Jorleif Olsen steady and solid and ever-present. But Mitch Seavey's team didn't look like a Mitch Seavey team. Something was off, and with Sundalis racing in Norway, it was obvious. A Seavey would not find Nome first. A first-time winner was in the offing. It appeared to be Nick Petit, and then one of those Iditarod moments happened. From Shaktoolik to Koyuk, the Petit team lost its way, a directional malfunction at the worst possible time. As Petit doubled back on course, Olsen pounced and jumped in front, and like a spy novel, the plot had its twist, and a new leader had control of the course. With the engine humming, the rearview mirror was put away, and from Elam to Golovin to White Mountain and safety, the man who'd run this race 5 times, never finishing lower than 7th, was stamping his signature entry on the racing resume, this one in boldface. With the flag flying high and proudly, Norway will claim the Burled Arch for the first time in 13 years. Seier means victory, and in 2018, it belongs to Jorleif Olsen.